American pastor Andrew Brunson has arrived for a court hearing in the Turkish city of Izmir. There's expected to be a ruling on his detention after he was charged with espionage 2 years ago. The detention has caused a diplomatic row between Turkey and the United States. Let's get more on this because the political analyst Onur Erim joins us in the studio. Onur, thank you very much indeed for coming in. October 2016, Andrew Brunson was arrested. He's never been convicted so far. There are these charges against him. If found guilty, he could spend the next 35 years in prison. Is this the end game now?
It definitely seems so. Maybe end with a twist, but it definitely seems to be coming to an end. There has been statements put out there on both sides, both on the White House and in Ankara, that there's going to be some kind of a solution at this hearing. Now, whether it may be a release or, as a detention, or it may be a release without going overseas, we don't know. But I think we're coming to an end at this issue.
What do you make of all the pressure coming from the White House on this? There was not that long ago, a few months, that the Americans thought that they had secured some kind of arrangement with Turkey for Brunson to be released, and then he went into house arrest. And people say that that annoyed Trump so much that he imposed these new sanctions and tariffs on Turkish products. Is that pressure from the United States peculiar to Andrew Brunson's case, or is it something that the White House looks at generally, Americans detained around the world in different countries?
It's definitely not peculiar to Brunson case. It's probably not peculiar to Turkey at all. Trump actually has been right now doing this very openly for a while, that he shows, especially in what he calls as a matter of national interest, that he could intervene into law, into courts. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we don't have that luxury in Turkey. Despite the accusations against Erdogan on this, on the international arena, Erdogan almost never has tried or was able to influence the Turkish courts. I could give you hundreds of cases where he would have liked to, but he couldn't. So as President Erdogan has been putting out on this issue, especially for a while, let the courts alone, let them decide on what they want to do, and then let's see what happens. I do know for a fact that the case with Brunson probably is much more involved than there seems to be. The big issue right now, the popular issue right now is FETÖ. FETÖ is Gülen's organization and the terrorist ties. But I do believe there's actually a lot more in the Brunson issue on the PKK side than there is FETÖ. We were not probably able to market this or inform about this on the international arena, but that seems to be the case.
So if he's released, what will it do for US-Turkey relations in terms of improving them? Where are they now? Where should they be, or could they be, if Brunson is released, if it's such an important issue, that release for the White House?
From, unfortunately, again, what Trump puts out to be, if he's released, it'll be a good step in the Turkish-American relations. I say this unfortunate because a president like Trump is depending on the more than 100 years old Turkish-American relations on a case like this, where he's known to be an activist within the PKK. His spiritual son, Muhammad Ahmed, is a known PKK member. And there you have a president, unfortunately, in the United States that's bearing on the importance of the Turkish-American relationship on a person like this, on an organization like PKK, where U.S. and the entire Europe accepts as a terrorist organization.
Onur, thank you very much, as I said at the start of the interview, for coming in. Onur Erim.
Thank you.